S15 環境保護 S15 Environmental Protection 描述工作活動如何影響環境並指定處理廢棄物的要求。Describes how work activities may affect the environment and specifies requirements for processing waste. 影響環境的方式包括土地污染、空氣污染和水道污染。Ways in which the environment may be affected include land contamination, air pollution, and pollution of water courses. 現場產生的廢棄物主要有3個目的地。There are 3 principal destinations for waste generated on site. 回收、危險廢棄物和垃圾掩埋。Recycling, hazardous waste and landfill. 當考慮環境保護時，需要記住哪些關鍵事項？ When considering environmental protection, what are the key items to remember? 一、工作活動如何影響環境？ How can work activities affect the environment? 工作活動會透過土地污染、空氣污染和水道污染影響環境。Work activities can affect the environment through land contamination, air pollution, and pollution of water courses. 而電氣作業會如何造成土地污染？ How might electrical work contribute to land contamination? 將 PVC 導管、塑膠等固體廢物傾倒到普通垃圾箱中，最終進入垃圾掩埋場，因為這種塑膠需要數百年才能降解。By dumping solid waste like PVC conduit plastic into ordinary waste containers that end up in landfill, as this plastic can take hundreds of years to degrade. 3. 電氣作業造成直接空氣污染的原因有哪些？ What are some causes of direct air pollution from electrical work? 柴油發電機產生的廢氣和現場焚燒廢棄物，如紙板包裝或廢電纜的絕緣材料，會產生大量空氣污染。Exhaust from diesel generators and burning waste on site, such as cardboard packaging or insulation from scrap cable, which produces a significant amount of air pollution. 4. 為什麼防止污染物進入水道或污水系統很重要？ Why is it important to prevent pollutants from entering water courses or the sewage system? 將液體排放到水道或污水系統可能會對野生動物和人類造成嚴重影響。Discharging liquids into water courses or the sewage system can have serious implications for wildlife and humans. 因為處理工程可能無法消除化學污染物，使得水不再適合人類飲用。As treatment works may not eradicate chemical pollutants, making the water unfit for human consumption. 例如，絕對不能將電池酸倒入水槽。Battery acid, for example, should never be poured down the sink. 5. 誰負責執行廢棄物管理法？ Who enforces waste management laws? 環境署和地方當局負責執行廢棄物管理法。The Environment Agency and local authorities enforce waste management laws. 6. 在廢棄物管理專案早期你應該考慮什麼？ What should you consider early on in a project regarding waste management? 如何有效管理廢物流以及誰負責收集和處理特定廢物？ How waste streams will be managed effectively and who is responsible for collecting and disposing of specific wastes? 7. 對於小型專案的廢棄物管理有哪些重要建議？ What are some top tips for waste management on smaller projects? 確保定期清除易燃廢棄物，以降低火災風險。Ensure flammable waste materials are cleared away regularly to reduce fire risks. 將清理垃圾作為各行各業的首要任務，並確保每個人都知道需要做什麼。Make clearing waste a priority for all trades and ensure everyone is aware of what is required. 為廢棄物箱和垃圾桶留出足夠的空間，規劃其位置並安排收集時間。Allow sufficient space for waste skips and bins, plan their positions, and schedule collections. 考慮建築物內產生的垃圾，並提供垃圾箱或滑槽以便將其安全地帶出。Consider waste generated inside buildings and provide bins or chutes to bring it out safely. 8. 現場產生的廢棄物的3個主要目的地是哪3個？ What are the three principal destinations for waste generated on site? 回收、危險廢棄物和垃圾掩埋。Recycling, hazardous waste, and landfill。舊電器安裝產業回收的一些例子有哪些？ What are some examples of recycling in the electrical installation industry? 將回收的舊電纜送到廢品箱那裏，將紙板與其他廢物分開回收，並利用電器批發商提供的計劃回收舊燈進行安全處理。Taking recovered old cable to a scrap merchant, separating cardboard from other waste for recycling, and utilizing schemes offered by electrical wholesalers to take back used lamps for safe disposal。十哪些建築垃圾可以被描述為危險斜線特殊垃圾？ What are examples of construction waste that can be described as hazardous 斜線 special waste? 處理過的木材、混凝土添加劑、石棉、受污染的土壤、防腐劑、黏合劑、油漆、清漆、溶劑、熒光燈管和鉛酸電池。Treated timber, concrete additives, asbestos, contaminated soils, preservatives, adhesives, paint, varnish, solvents, fluorescent light tubes, and lead-acid batteries。11你應該做什麼來確保危險廢物得到正確處理？ What should you do to ensure hazardous waste is disposed of correctly? 危險廢棄物的處置應由獲得授權處置有關特定廢棄物的公司進行，並透過檢查確認其授權和處置方法。Disposal of hazardous waste should be carried out by a company authorized to dispose of the particular waste concern, with checks made to confirm their authorization and disposal methods。12轉移廢棄物時應遵循怎樣的廢棄物分級標準？ What is the waste hierarchy that should be applied when transferring waste? 應依照預防、再利用、回收、其他回收方式，如能源回收和處置的優先順序對廢棄物進行管理。Waste should be managed in order of preference by prevention, reuse, recycling, other recovery, e.g. energy recovery, and disposal。13如果發現任何環境危害該怎麼辦？ What should you do if you discover any hazards to the environment? 必須立即向你的直線經理和斜線或現場經理報告危險，並應警告附近的人員，並盡可能嘗試安全地減少影響。The hazard must be reported immediately to your line manager and 斜線 or the site manager. People in the vicinity should be warned, and an attempt should be made to safely reduce the effects if possible。工作表15環境保護。Worksheet 15 Environmental Protection。一列出你的工作活動可能產生的3類污染。List the 3 categories of pollution that could occur as a result of your work activities。1.1 土地污染 Land contamination。1.2 空氣污染 Air pollution。1.3 水道污染 Pollution of water courses。2定義廢棄物管理中3R的含義，並對每個 R 進行簡要描述。Define what is meant by the term the 3Rs with respect to waste management, giving a brief description of each。2.1 重用 Reuse。2.1.1 廢棄物能否再利用 Can waste materials be reused？ 2.1.2 例如果從工作中回收了電纜或配件，它們可以在其他地方重新使用嗎？ For example, if cable or accessories are recovered from a job, can they be reused elsewhere? 2.2 減少 Reduce。2.2.1 確保只訂購所需的材料，因為額外的材料不僅會花費貴公司更多的錢，而且還會造成浪費。Ensure that only the materials required are ordered as the extra will cost your company more money but is also wasteful。2.2.2 可與燈具廠商協商購買包裝數量較少的燈具。Maybe negotiate with luminaire manufacturers to purchase fittings with reduced amounts of packaging。2.3 回收 Recycle。2.3.1 確保產生的廢棄物盡可能合理地回收，而不是直接送往垃圾掩埋場。 Ensure that the waste which is produced is, as far as is reasonably practicable, recycled and not just sent to landfill. 2.3.2 例如，紙板包裝被送到回收中心而不是被掩埋或焚燒。For example, cardboard packaging sent to a recycling center and not to landfill or burnt. 3. 列舉良好廢棄物管理實務的一些好處。List some of the benefits of good waste management practice. 3.1 降低處置成本，例如減少垃圾箱租賃、垃圾掩埋稅和入口費。Lower disposal costs, e.g. reduced skip hire, landfill tax, and gate fees. 3.2 避免浪費運輸成本 Avoidance of waste transportation costs. 3.3 多重複使用斜線回收現場材料，節省購買的原料。Greater reuse 斜線 recycling of materials on site, saving on raw materials purchased. 3.4 降低材料浪費 Lower levels of material wastage.